Promises made, promises kept. And yes, we're working on the RBZ today. Before we get to any of that work, we are going to go to Cars and Coffee. It has been so long since we've been in one of these. Nothing's been done with this. We'll talk about that later. I just finished cleaning up the RBZ. She is looking funky, fresh, and fly. I'm about to fire it up, let it warm up for a while. And then we're gonna go pick up Rich, the guy with the R33 GTR, Midnight Purple. He's never been to Cars and Coffee here, and he's never ridden in the Z before, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a mandate and it should be fun. So I'll see you when we get there. Woo! All right, we out here, man. We out here on our mandate. And as always, RBZ's breaking necks, bro, so it's good, it's good. Just had a good chat with the mechanic whom I rescued Project Lazarus from and finished it because he just was like, I'm not working on this crap anymore. So, but there's a lot of cool stuff out here, absolutely incredible cars. And yeah, we've already been looking around for a while. It's kind of cold, to be honest, but I'll get a couple shots of some things and then I think we'll wrap it up and call it a day. Super successful excursion. It was really just a great time to hang out with Rich and just drive the RBZ. Met up with a lot of people at Cars and Coffee who I haven't seen in a long time. I have not driven the RBZ since it got put in this garage, and kind of a funny reason why not. It's just dirty. It's been cold and I don't want to wash the car in the cold, and I don't want to take it out when it's dirty because I don't know what it is, man. There's like two types of people in the world. There's people that see a nice paint job and they just look at it and they're like, wow, that looks really nice. And then there's other people that see a nice paint job and then all of a sudden all these fingers grow eyeballs and they want to touch the paint. And I don't want to be out in public with a dirty car when I know there's people out there that are going to touch it. So that drives me nuts. Like, why are you touching the car? Yeah. So anyway, it's been a great day so far. And it's just gonna get better because we're working on the RBZ. Now, obviously, what we're doing is a little difficult to do today, or at least right now, because everything's hot. What I wanna finally install on the RBZ, this, a Haltech Dual Wideband Controller. Replace the single wideband we have in there with the dual wideband. We have the two turbos that are two outlets going into one outlet, and then that's where it's being read down there. One benefit is this single wideband will end up moving over to the Stagia to be able to properly tune and everything on that. I'm gonna be using the OEM O2 sensor locations for the dual wideband kit, and that way we're getting feedback from the first three and the last three. Two separate banks of feedback, just to help with, you know, even more proper tuning when it comes to all the things. That's what we're gonna do. But like I said, everything's hot and I have to touch all the hottest things of the hot stuff. So I'm gonna wait a couple hours, or maybe we'll be back tomorrow. I don't know. You'll know if I'm not wearing this hoodie, which one happened. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna go eat some lunch, probably eat some chips. And then we'll come back when this is had significant time to cool off. It's exciting. It's exciting. You did so good today. Love you so much. I love you. Hello there. I'm back. And it hasn't been a couple hours. it hasn't been a day. It's been a week. While I was waiting for the RBZ to cool down, I started working on her, just stripping a lot more stuff out. I just kind of got stuck in that groove. And then the next day, it was a beautiful day, and I was like, man, I need to work outside. It went from the 40s to 70s, and then back into the 40s. So for that one day, I was just outside doing all the things around the property, catching up on doing some chicken stuff. And then this week, it's just been complicated. I've had things going on, stuff I don't want to talk about right now. Just yeah, medical. Here we are. It's Sunday again. I already took the cowl off to kind of get into this area here, but the old system's there. On this side, all I really need to do is take this intake off here, which is complicated because it's custom with the return from the catch cans, and I don't want to take too much apart, so I'm trying to do what I need to do, but like the O2 for this one is it's down there and I can't see it, but this one's easy. Back here, I want to make it nice and neat and actually mount the new control here with pop rivets or screw pops and rivet pop things. But that's a future problem when BC's in his mind palace trying to figure out how to make it nice and neat and everything, because I'm telling you guys, behind this battery and all of this, there's some spaghetti happening back there that I have to be very delicate and careful getting into there, because the last thing I want to do is disrupt a system that's already working well by just yanking on wires, so I gotta be careful with that. I thought we should unbox the dual wideband controller and kind of show you what we've got here. Did I ever show this? I don't know if I ever showed this, and so we'll make it quick, because maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Birthday gift from my brother. The original 97 spec bell housing when we put in the new transmission while the car was still in Portland at my brother's house. He took the bell housing, made me this really cool stool. I love it, man. This is one of a kind. It's one of a kind. I love it so much. So inside, here is the brains, and that will CAN bus to the computer. These two wires here, those connect to the O2 sensors, two O2s, and that's cool. They actually include the, whatchamacallits, the things, the bungs, if you were welding these in fresh and new. Here is the CAN harness. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to read some instructions. I don't know what's happening with these extra wires. Maybe that's power and ground, and then, okay, and then that goes to what thing, and then there's another harness in here, which is the CAN harness, so I'm assuming that runs from that to the actual ECU, which kind of sucks that it already has a gigantic plug on it. I don't think I'm gonna fit that through the firewall, so I'm probably gonna disassemble this plug, get it through the firewall, and then put the plug back together. And then we got instructions. Let's see. Yeah, we got pictures. We got pictures, and we got stuff, and we got things. Let me get the intake side off. And again, I'm not messing with any of that right now. Okay, O2s are out. And man, that one was, it was trouble. It's such a tight squeeze down in there between the boost line hose, and had to come in from this angle, and the intake, by the way, again, all parts accounted for, nothing dropping into the turbo inlet, but that one's out, that one's out. Just for those that may be curious, you might be saying like, wow, how do you even manage that in such a tight space? Great question. There is a thing, there is a tool. There is such a thing as an O2 sensor socket. This is what it looks like. It has this cutout on the side so that the wires can come out this side, and you can basically get it off without any issues. However, yeah, not gonna work on the new widebands. Maybe? Nope, not gonna work. But yeah, so it just fits over like that, and see how there's enough room right there. But yeah, we're gonna have an issue because that's not as flexible. If I remember right, memory serves, O2s are 21 millimeter. I think my largest wrench is a 19. I'm probably not gonna get a crescent in there. So I think reinstalling the widebands is gonna require a trip to the tool store, because yeah, that's not happening. And even, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so tight. That one, not so much. Got room for days. I'll be back. I don't know when. I didn't plan on going to the tool store today. Let's see if I can make some magic happen with what I've got. I'm positive my largest wrench is a 19. Okay, I'll be back. Haven't ran to the store, but I got the O2 sensors in. They're not tight, because I'm not trying to stick a crescent wrench in there. Just hand tight. Man, they look beefy. They look beefy coming out of here. That looks so cool. I'm kind of stuck right now because I need to find a 12 volt switched source. And that's gonna take some time to investigate because I got a lot of spaghetti, man. I got a lot of spaghetti and I just gotta figure out what I wanna tap into, what I don't wanna tap into. Do I need to create a new switched power source? What can the ECU give me without overloading that circuit? I need to figure that out. But we're in a good spot, man. We're in a good spot. I just need to get in my mind palace and think it out, and then we'll be back. Like, trust me, we'll be back. It won't be a long delay. Oh my gosh, I'm back. And it's been a long time since those last clips were filmed. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks. It's been a long time. There's been so much going on, man. We had a cold snap here and it actually caused a faucet out in the stables to rupture, which was connected directly to the mains and there was no way to cut it off, so that became an emergency. I took time to build some really incredible shelving out in the horse stable, got some things organized, did some work on the pink Z, got the gray Z up and running like mint, countless hours working the land, cleaning up more stuff, doing a lot of tractor, and I think I put 12 hours on my tractor one weekend, burning stuff, cleaning things up. Brought the stagey in here last night to do some stuff. I've been doing work on my wife's van. It's been hectic. And all the while, continuing to stare at this thing and try to remember how the spaghetti noodles are arranged. Finally, yesterday, really took some time to dig in underneath the kickboard here, get into the computer, and really what I needed to find was power, right? I needed to find power and ground. Eventually, with the original wideband controller that was in there, I was able to find where I ran its power to. Unfortunately, I incorporated that piece of harness into a custom harness I made for all the gauges. I split it out as best as I could. We got power now, everything's good. I've got the controller mounted right there. It's looking pretty sweet. It's connected by CAN. I finished putting in the O2 sensors. It required a 7/8 wrench or a 22 millimeter, same. Unfortunately, the box was still too big, so I had to cut, was able to get me in there doing like a 1/12 of a turn at a time. I just finished putting everything here back together. Had to redo the catch can return. It had pulled through the rubber, so I made a rubber washer on the inside. Changed from a rubber hose to a silicone hose, and now everything is looking really good there. Here's the connectors for the O2s, and I just need to now wire these over to those connectors for the actual controller. I had one panic attack moment when I was putting the controller together, so got all the CAN wiring done, and I'm like, okay, this should plug right into the side of the ECU, and it didn't fit. The little port in the side of the ECU was different. And I was like, oh no, like now I'm freaking out. So, as you should always, consult your instructions. And sure enough, for the Platinum Pro, there's this little sub harness and it says included cable with Platinum Pro series ECUs. Cool. Too bad I bought my ECU 10 years ago and I have no idea where that little tiny jumper cable is, but I remembered I still have the Stage's Haltech because we haven't done that yet, and sure enough, inside was that little jumper cable. So now we are fully, this is all connected here. Things are great. Things are awesome. All I need to do is put these last 2 cables in, make sure they're clean and routed and everything's cool. I need to get the battery in, which is gonna be fun in its own right. I wanna figure out a better mounting situation for this relay. I just got some fiddle-fartle things to do here, and then, yeah, then we'll be good to go. Really quick update. She's still here. She's very clean now. There was a day I just got sick of looking at it in my garage. I literally put the wheels back on, put it down, and just shoved it right the hell out into the driveway. Grabbed the power washer, cleaned it, rubber gloves over all the openings, then I put a bag on top. I also duct taped the top, so there's no way any water was getting in here, but everything's good to go. Why has nothing been, hi. Things are happening. Why have I been so busy with outside work? Guys, in 2 more weeks, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be 2, maybe 3 with editing, another episode's coming out. And this is the big thing. This is the big thing I talked about last time. The big 2025, big move, big change is about to happen. It's about to happen and I'm so excited. And it's just busy times. It's busy times and I can't wait to share. I can't wait to share. But not yet, not yet. Okay, I'm gonna finish up. I don't know what time it is. I might eat some lunch and some chips. And then we'll be back when everything's back in, connected, all is well. Relay is down quite a ways, so that should be nice. Zip tied, got the ECU up and running, got the instructions. Now I just need to get some power to the car. That's a good sign. Fuel pump is loud and spicy. Still says ECU offline. So we're going to, I think it's that one, connect. Downloading. Oh, it's like I hear music. It's my car, must have just snatched my phone. Okay, options. Your Haltech ECU will automatically recognize a new device, which will show in the, here we go. Devices, here we go. Wideband expander boxes, dual channel. Boom, ECU must be rebooted. I think I can just reboot it from here. Tools, reboot ECU. There we go, cycled the power. The device is enabled. ECU must now be reset. Once ECU reset, device tabs should change from device found to online. And the inputs and outputs. Okay, so we are doing inputs. Oh, okay, there's tabs. O2 wideband device. Aha. Wideband 1, wideband 2, wideband sensor 1. Cannot have two of the same inputs. Okay, wideband sensor 2, main. Yeah, and disconnect that because that was the old wideband sensor going in. So now we've got the two wideband tabs here. Now that has lots of data. This one, not so much data. I'm gonna take some time to make these two settings and parameters match, and then I'll be right back. I'm pretty rusty. I can't figure out how to change these tables. So we're connected. Let's fire it up and watch it do metering things. Lovely. Everything looks good. Don't hear any kind of exhaust leaks. Oh yeah. Let's see if it's doing stuff. I don't see it doing anything. Oh wait, hold on. Aha. There we go. Sensor 1. So we need to add sensor 2. Add a gauge. Number display. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, we got sensor 1, sensor 2. They're pretty close. It looks like the back is running a little differently. But that's what we wanted. Like, we want this precise data, like the two banks of the engine. So now when we go to get, like this was the last thing before like the tune, because we've upgraded our turbos, our fuel system, 1000cc injectors, trigger kits. Now with the dual widebands, last time, as you know, we ran out of fuel, and we still hit 335 at 10 pounds, and that was with stock turbos. So now we're ready to see what we can do at 1 bar, and we shouldn't run out of fuel at all. So that's amazing. I'm so excited. Okay, obviously I want to let it warm up, but I also have to play some vehicle Jenga if we're gonna get her out of here and go for a drive. I actually just stumbled upon my GoPro mount for the ceiling of the Z. So yeah, why don't we do it that way, and so I'm not holding you, and it's gonna be great. So I'll be back, man. We'll go for a ride. Some Swift valet work, and a couple Swifters later, we're ready to roll. Let's do this. Let's do this. Getting good readouts. We're sitting around 12.5-ish. Both banks. Still got a little ways to warm up. Once we hit the main road, we can go left and hit civilization, or we can go right and we can take a nice country drive, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going right. Can't see out my mirror. There we go. Nobody coming. Let's go. So much. She just runs so great. It's one of the things I pride myself on is how long I took to put it all together. I wanted to make sure it was done right, not just thrown together and then have to deal with problems. I think the only problem, like the only legit problems we've ever had was a coolant line bust. We had a coolant line rupture, and then we had those turbo gaskets that melted and failed. Other than that, she's been pretty solid. I would give her the beans right now, but I got somebody behind me, a flashy lime green Mustang, probably take it as a provocation. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do it for you guys. You know how people are. So we're just gonna take it easy. Maybe pull over somewhere and then just do a pull from stop and rolling. Turn around, head back to the house. We'll do a nice little pull from nothing. That'll be good. Is a traffic circle. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. Make sure there's no cops sitting at that gas station. Nope. Here we go. So good. This was the last piece of the puzzle, boys and girls. This was the last piece of the puzzle. Because I want to go into my next tune, which might be the ultimate tune, because I don't plan on getting crazy with this. I can't afford for this thing to break. These engines are way too expensive now. But we go into that final tune, being able to give the tuner the most amount of information possible to not only give it a nice strong tune, a safe tune, you know, and still try to be as economic as possible. Oh, the pollen, bro. All right. Big success. Big success. Cool things. I
excited to tell you. There's things I've been wanting to tell you about for so long, and now is when they're all happening. And yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for all of us. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna get back to the house, and oh, so good. I'm gonna get back to the house, guys. I did end up skipping some lunch. It's a little late in the day, so I'm gonna grab a snack. I do have a couple other things I need to tinker on, some stuff I need to do around the house. But yeah, the next time we're getting together, guys, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. I wanted to show you something, tell you something for so long. But it's great. It's so cool. Boys and girls, I'm gonna call it for now, because the rest of the drive is just like the drive before. And yeah, until next time, ciao a tutti and aloha. Bye bye. Oh yeah. Back at home. I already said goodbye, but